Greetings, folks. Comrade Sita here, and this is my kitchen. Have you ever gone into a grocery store to buy some pickles, and all you see are these vinegary, unappetizing pickles for sale that for some reason people accept as the norm? You know what? I don't like that. So to me, a good pickle is supposed to be crunchy, crispy, fresh, and not overpowering nasty vinegar taste. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to make some easy pickles, the Russian style. Everything you need is in the grocery store. I went to the store earlier and just saw all this stuff. I'm like, hey, I'm going to get it, and I'll do this, and this will be the first video that I make in the kitchen. So, what you need. Baby pickles. Easy. Any kind will do. What they look like is about yay big. You can use bigger ones if you want, up to you. We need dill. It even comes wrapped up in a package for you, see? I'll unwrap it, I'll work with that later. I'll show you what to do with this. You need some salt. Now, this is kosher salt. What all it means is we're going to use more of it. You can use regular ionized salt. It's up to you, whatever. You may use it. You may want to use vinegar if you want. I personally don't like using too much of it, just a hint. You will need some garlic. You will need a strainer, some peppercorn, and some canning jars. Now you can use self-sealing ones, you can use multiple different ones. You can buy them anywhere. So something like this. So stay tuned and I will show you how to make pickles the Russian style. First thing you want to do is take the pickles and wash them. Now you want to do a really good job at washing them because you want to get rid of all the nasty stuff that they got from the factory or whatever the hell they make pickles. Grow them, I guess. So just put them all in here, wash the shit out of them. Pickles have been washed. Now the next thing you want to do is carefully unwrap dill. Now as you can see, sometimes it may be a little bit damaged, they may go all over the place, you will see some black spots like this stuff, you'll throw all this out. So what you'll want to do is just kind of take it out and separate the good dill from the bad, so to speak. Now after you're done separating, of course, you're going to wash the hell out of it as well, because you don't want any contaminants in your pickles. Holy shit. Okay, so yeah, you just separate this all out and get rid of all this nasty, nasty stuff. As you can see right here, all this yellow stuff. As you can see right here, all this yellow stuff. You want to get rid of that. Now, as an alternate, if you can't find dill that is as awesome looking as this dill right here, you could just use baby dill. Hell, you can probably just use this right here. Just dill like this, that's dried out and everything. You can probably use that. Maybe one day I'll make a video of using those store-bought materials if this kind of dill is not in season. So, once you've done finding all the good dill, what you're going to do is collect it and wash the hell out of it as well. Remember, you need to be washing a lot of stuff. Once dill has been washed very thoroughly, what you want to do is you want to get somewhere or something to boil the water in. Now, how much water do you boil? How do you know how much water you need to boil? That is a very good question. The easiest way to answer it is to take your canning jars that you're going to use and just throw all the freaking pickles in there. Pretty much as many as will fit. Now, as you can see, I just kind of throw them in there. You may want to do a better job at it. Now, keep in mind that you want this jar sterilized. If you have an option to use a sterilizing feature on your dishwasher, go ahead and do that. If not, soap and hot water will do just fine. So as you can see, bam. All kind of fits nice and snug in there. So now, fill it with water. Okay, so it's been filled with water. As you can see, it's filled all the way to the top. Take whatever vessel you're going to use to heat up the water in, and just pour all this shit in here. Bam. Now, to account for evaporation and small margin of error, I add just a little bit of water into it, just in case. So you take all this, put it on your stove, and bring it to boil at the highest possible temperature. So your water is boiling, or at least it's about to boil. So in the meantime, while you do this, you need to peel some garlic. Now there's many different ways of peeling garlic. What I prefer to do is to douse it under running water and just take it over, and just becomes nice and very easy to manipulate. Take it out. Boom. Nice and clean. Well, somewhat. So then you need to, of course, get all the skin off the garlic. Well, this one is actually being very sticky today. Normally, I don't have these kinds of problems, but yeah, it's all good. So, what you do is you take garlic and just kind of mash it to get it out of its shell. Is that what it's called? Whatever its garlic is wrapped in. Just light tap with a knife on the broad side of the knife. Go ahead and do that, and pretty much you will eventually get 2 things of garlic cleaned. And that's what you want to do. You want to use about 2 of them to taste. If you hate garlic, if you're not a garlicky person whatsoever, you could just use 1, use half. Hell, use dried garlic for all I care. It doesn't matter. It's all up to your taste. You know, canning or doing any kind of cooking, people always say follow the recipe. No, you don't follow the recipe. Recipe is a general guideline. A general guideline that you may want to follow, as in it gives you an idea, it gives you an inspiration behind what you're going to cook. Everything else, that's just kind of there, and you do whatever you want. So the water is boiling. Now it's time to make final preparations. First, what you want to do is take all the garlic that you just chopped up. Just chop it up a little bit more. Make it look nice and small. You can do it to taste. If you like big pieces of garlic in there, fine by me. You know what? This is your dish. I'm just here to show you how I do it. So just take that and throw it all in here. Throw it all in there and just kind of mush it in. And don't worry, pickles or cucumbers in their raw form are very durable. You're not going to damage them. So now take the dill that you have left. Take that, cut into about 3 pieces. So put the first part in up top. Now, some people prefer to reverse the order and actually put dill at the bottom and at the top. That all depends on how you like your pickles. I prefer to put it all up on the top. It is much easier than just easier to operate that way. Take this. You know what? I'm not gonna use this. That's too much. So just toss that shit out. So look at it. Now, as far as salt goes, for about this much, eyeball it. This is probably good right there. Again, no exact measurements. You just do what feels right. I just put a whole bunch, as you can see, it kind of covered just kind of the top. Take some peppercorn. Put a bunch of peppercorn on top. Make it very simple. Boom. This portion is complete. Now comes the fun part. You probably need something like this, or some sort of a mixing bowl. You don't have to use it. It's just advice, because what you're going to do is you're going to take this, put it in here, and that's going to prevent spills. And you're going to fill this up with water. You're going to fill it up with nice and hot water. Now, pour in slowly and let it rest for a little bit. You don't want the glass cracking. And you can see it is extremely hot. So be very, very careful with this. So, boom, it is pretty much filled to the top. Oh yeah, looks great. So, now that it's filled over, there's a couple of last steps that you're going to have to take. First, what you want to do is kind of shove it all in there, cover it, and close it. Now be careful, depending on your temperature tolerances, it may be very hot for you. As you can see, there's the jar of pickles. This looks good. I am missing something, however. Now, yes, what you want to do is you want to take a towel and you want to wrap this. You want to wrap this up in a towel and leave it to cool off for about 24 hours. Yeah, it may seem kind of weird. Some people put it straight in the refrigerator. Some people let it sit out there for whatever. 24 hours is my personal recommendation. I've had great successes with that. So take 24 hours, and after that you're going to put it in the refrigerator, and it should last about 2 to 3 months. So I'm going to resume this in 24 hours. For me, for you it'll be instantaneous when these are ready for a quick taste test. And we're back. So it has been roughly 24 hours since this thing was canned, and let's take a look at what this looks like now. Look at this color. It completely changed color, so now it's this off yellowish color, which is what most people are commonly seeing with pickles. So all we're gonna do now is we have to refrigerate this for about 2 to 3 days. But first, we're gonna try it out and see how it turned out just after 1 day. So the key here is to dig one of these pickles out without disturbing much else. Might be a little bit difficult because consider how crammed they are, but here we go. Oops. Here we go. Look at this. This is what it looks like right now on the plate. Look at this. Look at the color and the texture of it. It is absolutely amazing. So now we're gonna do a couple of tests. First test is what it looks like on the inside. So let's take a look, and we're gonna cut it a little bit. Ah, look at that. Great color, great texture. Looks perfect. Next part is taste test. I'm gonna see what it tastes like. Mild, salty, vinegary, a little bit of spicy, and you can definitely taste the garlic in it. The third one is the crunch test. Now, I don't know how, what's the best way to do the crunch test. Well, let's see if the camera picks it up. It is really crunchy. It is perfect. You slice these up nice and small, and it will be absolutely amazing on a sandwich, as a side to a potato dish, or, well, hell, any dish. Or the traditional way to drink Russian vodka. Now, I do have vodka here. I will not be drinking it. I quit drinking for good. Only drink for evil now. But, you know, the whole how to properly drink Russian vodka with a pickle, it's probably for another show. So, this has been how to make Russian-style lightly dilled pickles. This really concludes the show, so I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. If you have any comments, please feel free to do so in the comment section. Feel free to like or subscribe. Well, and thank you very much, folks. Good luck and have fun.